So coming up, we have next month, we have a whole month on magic. I'm also going to have a couple of Litha bits just in there, some more magical correspondences as we head towards Litha. But we're going to be looking at magic, how it works, what it actually is. So we're going to be discussing something called the levels of reality. Now, I've never discussed this before, either on Instagram or my blog when I had it, or YouTube. There are some elements, there are some things that I'm going to teach that I don't necessarily feel should go out on social media, partly because of anyone getting their hands on it, partly feeling like, you know, magical traditions, some of the information that you learn has to be about the journey of being a seeker and then finding that information at the right time. And then also you could say that, you know, you don't want this information necessarily to fall into everybody's hands. I do feel that some occult teachings and some magical information is truly to be passed between the teacher and the students. So yeah, we're going to be looking at the levels of reality. Some people call them the planes of existence or the planes of reality. I call them the levels of reality, and we're going to look at how they work, how they communicate to each other. We're also going to be looking at the ethics of spell work, and I shall be talking a little bit about my experiences behind that, the frequency of magic, like how often I do it. We will look at the threefold law. There's always a lot of confusion around that. And we will look at the elements, which is central to magic. So we create using the 4 levels of reality, but we use the elements. They are central to any magician, to any magical practitioner. I've also got a tarot spread, did my magic work for tier 3, and that is something that you can use after you've done a magical working to gain some insight on how your magic went. And I recommend that you do that a few days after you've done your magic, or a couple of days, but certainly not on the day that you did it. I think it's good to let energy settle and then to do this 2 to 3 days after. So I'm including my tarot spread for that. So very, very exciting. I'm really looking forward to next month. And then the month after, we are going to be looking at all things fairy. And also there will be a focus on Lunasa as well, because come July we'll be thinking about August. So July will all be about fairy. We will be looking at working with the fae, certain rules. So for example, it's not a wise idea if you have an interaction with a fairy to give your name, because then you're entering into a contract with them, those kind of things. I'm planning a harvest spell. I'll be giving you some information on a personal story about an interaction that I feel I had with a fae. Yeah, I can't wait to explore that month either. So we have a very exciting couple of months coming up. So yeah, that's it from me. I'm finding it hard to marry up my brain with my mouth now, clearly. I filmed the Witching Week earlier and edited that, so I will get that up and I will get this update video out to you guys as well. So just a massive thank you really for being here, for taking part, for being a part of our wonderful community here. I really appreciate you all.